Hello and welcome back to Team Fortress TV. You're on stream 1 watching the 4th TFTV Invitational for preview to ETF12 Season 19. We're here in the second round right now. We're following the winners bracket. We're going to be watching maincall.tf against GGWP.pro. Just to clear, we'll go down the rosters quickly. On GGWP.pro, it's much the same as last season. You got Whiteglow on Medic, Forsaken on Pocket, Shadowburn on Roma, Atomic and MSH on the Scout duo. The only real change comes in the form of Def replacing GDK, a Russian demo for Russian demo. While on maincall.tf, the sort of new, I guess, superstar team, you've got Samzy and Kyler on Scout, Merlin on the Medic, Rising on the Roma, Ips on the Pocket. Normally you'd have Warrior on Demoman, but he is at work because it's a Sunday and that's when he works. So all day it's going to be Mike on Demoman instead. It's going to be Badlands from this round as well. So, kaidus, what are your main thoughts going into this?
I'm really disappointed in our democratic process because I think this was a bad map to pick to cast, if I'm going to be brutally honest, and not unleash the hype for one moment. I'm pretty sure that maincall.tf are just going to take a nice early morning poop on GG well played.
Well, we're going to go to the first mid, so just quickly, if you tweet us at Team Fortress with the correct score for this map, just like hashtag the team names, you may well win a key. So I'll bring that back in a bit. We're going to go to the first mid here. Looks like Def's gone balcony, Mike has gone choke. Def's going to surface the key all the way down to share house, and it looks like that's where the Russians want to play from this mid. They're going to be jumping aggressive, and there's some counter-aggression coming in from the soldier, and the Russians are really struggling to get up right now. Rising's absolutely devastating for combo, and maincall.tf are all over him right now. It's just Atomic, and surely he won't go for a play here, even he's not that reckless.
No, he's backing out. It looked like it was going pretty well for Def. He made it through the share house, got the pick onto Mike, but then both soldiers just came in and crushed everything that was around him. So, a strong mid, pretty much what I expected from maincall.tf. They're already climbing the spire here. They're anticipating some kind of forward hold. Doesn't look like there's anyone set up, but why not do it if you have time?
It's just Forsaken peeking around main. I don't know if maybe I got it wrong earlier. Is Forsaken playing Roma and Shadowburn on the Pocket, maybe? Maybe that's mixed up as well. That'd be interesting to watch. Forsaken does not give a force foe, however. It's all going to be up to MSH and Pyro. Got Pyro and Heavy. MSH is doing some work, but gets taken down pretty quickly by Mike. Now this Heavy's going to be in a world of hurt right now. Atomic gets taken down. They're swapping round sides. Shadowburn's trying to duel with this soldier, but Rising's just all over there. I think Def was even above the point or something.
Yeah, Def was above the point, but they saw him instantly. So they were just kind of baiting him to drop down, and eventually he did.
Yeah, no sort of Dr. Phil / Thermo tricks, not enough really. Maincall pretty devastating, pretty efficient with that Uber advantage. And now we're going to go to the next mid, and it looks like Mike wants to go house again. Def's going to go balcony again. Oh no, they're both balcony actually. Soldier going really deep, that's Forsaken I think behind already. Atomic's super low, he's going to be the first to get picked off. They're trying to go shit house again, but look how quickly maincall.tf have finished off these players. Now there's a lot of aggression off to Whiteglow. Whiteglow's up in the air, he's going to be finished off as well. And that was convincing.
Yeah, like I could barely see what was going on because it was just like bodies clashing, but all the explosions that I could see on my screen seemed to be landing on blue players. And I don't know much about TF2, but I know that that is how you win.
Yeah, it looks like maincall.tf want to sort of repeat that first round. Going to see an engineer and a pyro this time instead of a heavy. MSH on the pyro, Atomic building that level 1 gun currently. Going to try and make the way in here. Mike's trying to find some gateway in. He's going to go top right instead now. Trying to focus down Forsaken. Shadowburn even, down he goes. He's now going to jump across. That level 2 sentry is still alive, but it's starting to get spammed out. It is being healed up though, and they can't give a oh, he goes for level 2 sentry. They have got some players behind the point right now, maincall.tf, and they're absolutely surrounding GG well played, slowly but surely. They've not got a lot of health, but they've got a lot of time on the point. As they bait everyone to the point, they clean up the rest of the frags.
It's interesting that Def opted to not go above the point there, because if there's one thing you learn from the Australians, it's how much the sentry on last complements going above the point. But he opted to just play by the sentry, which meant all the spam was going his way, so when it came to point presence, he couldn't do anything to deny them the point.
Yeah, it looks like Dev's going to opt for a bit more aggressive now, just going the normal route, but he takes a whole lot of damage, down to 6 HP. The rest of his team come up slow. Soldier's actually all over Merlin. That's going to buy him and his medic some time as Rising goes down. And so much time bought by Shadowburn right there. And now they're going to try and come back in through shithouse. Here come maincall.tf right now, and they're all over GG well played, but they're soaking up the aggression. I say fairly well until they all kind of just die, and now they're going to be cleaned up. Kylo did a whole lot of work on that mid, sort of dancing around the enemy train for so long, just distracting people, damaging players, and picking them off.
Yeah, Ibs is a really nice follow-up to that play as well. Like, a time when it looked kind of bad for his team, he just jumped into their train and made it take so long to kill him. Just, he threw his body in there for his team, and all they could do was focus him, and it gave maincall.tf time to reposition themselves on the point. And by the time they fragged Ibs, pipes had landed across the map, and it was too late for GG well played.
Yeah, and we're going to see the same thing again. We've got a soldier hiding in forward right now, sort of in the front lobby. Just going to try and catch out Merlin, I imagine, trying to prevent that Uber advantage coming in. But I don't think he's getting a lot done. He's ended up dueling a soldier right now. Ips will win that duel with Forsaken. And now it's a full Uber advantage again into another push. We have a Sentry and Pyro again.
The sub-def is above the point.
He is above the point. If they're going to Uber in, MSH is going to go down pretty quickly. And this gun's not going to buy a whole lot of time. He's going to swap back to Scout. But meanwhile, the flanker managed to pick off Shadow. But then Mike's going to sacrifice from a point, but no one's there to follow up. So Def's just going to relay some more sticky. They're just buying the time here. Def's done a lot of damage. Def's going to drop down and get free. The respawning Forsaken gets one as well, and that time it worked. And Merlin's, he thought about going for a back cat, but I think he's just backing out balcony right now.
Yeah, he's running.
Forsaken's going to pick off the scout, and Merlin's still maybe a little bit isolated right now. He's got Mike with him, that should put Forsaken off, but they're going to start this cap, and Def's now with him as well. Hit some nice long-range pipes onto Mike just to prevent him really doing too much. He's trying to spam the scout down. They will get the scout, and as GG well played, didn't quite have the spawns there, but they're going to keep fighting it anyway. Forsaken's going to steal it, but it'll go down from that. And I don't really know how long GG well played can hold on to the CP2 for.
Yeah, like you saw what I meant on that last with the sentry gun and the demo of the point. It's really a powerful way to hold. But both things don't really work that great on their own. Because like the engineer basically, it messes up the demo's timing. Like he has to focus the gun, so when normally there'd be stickies on the point and a follow-up for the point presence, the demo's still focusing the engine, but they're coming in again top right.
Yeah, MSH really not having a lot of luck on his Pyro so far, just getting absolutely smashed down and overpowered. They're going to come out the top right-hand side right now, but stickies on point are blown. That's going to free up a point, but the soldiers have to drop to the floor to open it up. GG well played, all on the floor right now. They're getting some nice frag. Forsaken's going to try and challenge two scouts, and he might have opened it up for Atomic to finish this, but Mike's trying for repush, going to take down Shadowburn. Scout runs onto the point, going to bait him forward, but now it's only Mike, and GG well played. Done a pretty good job holding on to this last after those first couple of rounds. Yeah,
that's not bad. Like the defenses seem pretty strong, but the pushes at the moment from maincall.tf are probably not what they would want. They look a little bit clumsy as they go in. Like I can't really work out exactly what's going on, so I'm sure that Ips is probably shouting at people wondering what's going on.
Yeah, we're going to see full Uber advantage in the hands of Whiteglow, and Sam has taken this opportunity to snipe from full spawn. He's just hiding in there with a fully charged body shot, the sort of play Sam loves to make.
They're actually running crits as well, the red team now.
Ooh, the red team, okay. Yeah, so it looks like they want to come through house here. But just taking their time about this, the maincall.tf will have crits. If they can get the force out of them as they come through this house, which they probably should do because there's so many stickies on that window. GG well played on really taking their time over this. Samsy's not peeking yet, Samsy peeks now. But I don't think Whiteglow's going to show himself. He's back in spawn now, Samsy's still looking for the angle. Whiteglow's going to walk in front of him now, but it's not popped. The crit has actually popped off. We're going to pop the Uber back. Soldier's going to go really deep. Nice grab by Whiteglow onto Forsaken as Forsaken takes down Mike. The rest of the team turn up now, and this is a really good push from GG well played. Great catch by Whiteglow.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in maincall.tf's the way they set up on mid. Like they kind of needed that force to get out. It's so much more effective just to get the force, but no one seemed willing to do it. I guess because they had the sniper on the field. Did they have the sniper on the field? Or
yeah, he was in forward spawn the whole fight.
So I guess they were just kind of banking it all on that and it didn't really pay off. Probably should have just gone for a more standard approach because it really complements the crits.
Yeah, so they were looking for the drop when they really didn't need it since they were on crits. They just needed the force and the recycle. Now we're going to try and get into forward here, but Mike's able to pick off Forsaken before they can really get in. But they do have a major Uber advantage. And is Merlin still on crits or has he swapped off now?
He's back on Medigun now.
Okay, but it's going to be an Uber advantage push. They won't have Forsaken for this, and Def's taking a lot of spam as well.
He needs to watch out.
Yeah. It looks like they're just going to smash both scouts in top. Going to try and focus down his pipe. Sam's doing a ridiculous job, really. He goes down eventually, but he's bought his team so much time. Kyler's going to go down as well. They've got a couple of frags, but Def's going to go down, and they don't really have a lot of position here, GG well played, but they're going to keep trying to fight it anyway. Scout gets onto Merlin, but Merlin's got the Uber throughout all of this. Swap back to normal Uber gun has paid off there, and he's able to just stabilise the point for now. There is a scout coming in, but he's kind of isolated. Here comes the second scout. Samsy's going to get focused down, straight back to the respawn queue for him. The combo comes in top left. Shadowburn's going to focus down these soldiers. The respawns keep going in for maincall.tf. Merlin's super low. Atomic's behind the point, going to finish him off. Soldiers on the floor pretty weak. They're cleaning up a lot of these players, but now Mike has respawned. And they're all trying to come through main right now, but they're just going to get completely shut down. And Mike's even going to get a medic pick, I believe. Yeah, I think it was Mike at least.
Yeah, it was. Oh, Mike. Nice 5-1 to death.
Yeah, and maincall.tf hang on to it, but a little bit on the edge there for a long time, and it's going to be equal Ubers.
GGWP just need to kind of keep it together in these transitions, like, they get these advantages and then they move forward across the map, and it always seems like one little thing will go wrong. Like this time it was Forsaken dying, so they had to kind of delay a lot, and then Merlin got the Uber during the push because they had to delay to wait for these respawners. Just these small little things like in between the actual fights that are costing them at the moment.
Yeah, we're going to see equal Ubers right now. Kyler is playing heavy weapons guy on the point, which I haven't seen in quite a while. I believe it's so Mike can have these forward stickies on top. Does he have them anywhere else, or is it just on top?
I don't know. I can't see them at the moment.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're all on top. There only seems to be 5 there, but oh well, we'll see how it goes. The Ubers are now fully charged for both teams, and we're going to go with a single scout Uber right now. Atomic's going to get the force out and just going to come in. Meanwhile, Shadowburn's picked off Rising, and they pretty sort of stacked the flank here. I don't think Ips can really get a lot done with this Uber, and there should be a repush pretty soon with that player advantage. They're trying to make their way back in top, but they've stacked it pretty heavily. They really should probably pressure the flank more, because it's just, I think, Samsy on his own right now. And we're going to try and come through main, try and focus down this heavy. Heavy's super low, Forsaken's going to get nap pick, but in this time, Rising's respawned, and now Atomic's going to go down. MSH is going to make a play for the point. Soldier's going to make a play for the point now, but they're just going in one at a time and getting focused down. And we're going to have to back off this with only Def, Shadowburn, and Whiteglow left alive.
Yeah, Sam doing a nice job covering that bottom right. You say he's alone, but he's really like got Shadowburn's number. He keeps trying to poke there and just try and make space for himself. But Sam just dodging every rocket, giving Shadowburn no room to move in, which meant that they only had really one angle going into that fight.
Yeah, maincall.tf taking this forward now, getting onto CP2, and GGWP don't have a lot of help to put on the resistance here. Whiteglow's down to 40 HP, has to play really defensively, can't support his team as much as he'd like. But now he's got the Uber, and wow, the players just sort of all fall at once, and now Def's getting even more frags in main. They will have an Uber for last, but it's only Samsy and Ips on the respawn. They're going to try and put the pressure on. I think they're trying to force Merlin here without fully committing, and they do force him, and now they're just going to back out and save that Uber advantage. Whiteglow's gone a different way than everyone else, and they're getting really far back here.
Oh, actually, going to get caught out.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought they had to get that far back. Now there's a soldier behind Whiteglow. He's surely going to get the force on them. Ips coming in, but he doesn't know Whiteglow's there. He will pop on the scout to save him too. It's all about what frags they can get now. They only get one so far, and the rest of the maincall.tf players have scattered. And they're going to try and take it to last, but this might be a mistake. Scout's behind the point. He's completely focused. Yeah, Shadowburn doesn't want to follow Atomic into his death right there. Yeah,
Whiteglow and Def accidentally split. Def went up the stairs and Whiteglow fell back main, so rather than just falling back a little way, they had to go all the way out so they could meet up with each other, because by the time they realised they'd gone different ways, it was too late. They were going to get forced in a bad position. So they were kind of forced just by their own miscommunication to go really far back.
Yeah, and now we see them all. You know what, I really can't. Like, Forsaken is for pocket, but they're both playing sort of with freedom to roam, you know? They kind of just sort of alternate who's with the medic.
Yeah, but when they were doing their Team Russia thing and Forsaken was on demo, it was literally like 40% heals to the demo. So I think this is the kind of like, I guess Forsaken is still main calling whatever's going on in this team, or at least something close to main calling. So I guess they're still kind of doing the same approach.
Yeah, meanwhile, while we're talking, GGWP have absolutely crushed this forward hold, picked up 3 players thanks to stacking the soldiers and Mike getting caught out main as well. We're going to get in and get the force. This is what they did before, except this time Def and Whiteglow are in the same place, but with MSH as well. I think Atomic's just in now, making an unnecessary blatant point.
What's he doing?
They're going to come in bottom left right now. Scout's going to lead the way. They're going to try and focus down this soldier. Soldier should go down. Scout's going to go onto the point. Whiteglow doing a good job of keeping all these players healthy throughout that. They're going to focus down the soldier, stack the point, and they get around. And I'm really impressed. Whiteglow's hitting every save exactly when he needs to hit the save so far.
Yep. Yeah, I'm impressed. Like, after those first 2 rounds, I thought we could be seeing a really quick game, even quicker than I expected, but they've really pulled it back together here.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the way GG played sort of thing. They're not just playing a standard game, they know what they want to do. And they're going to come from Valley this time as well. I don't think they're going to be a shit house because they're going to walk up their own slope. Yeah, Def's going in. I'm just going to take the fight here, trying to focus down those players underneath. The soldiers go aggressive right now, absolutely smash down Mike. It's allowed everyone to get forward, but they do have players behind them, and GGWP have to be careful now. They've not got a lot of health. Scout on their medic, he's going to go down. And maincall.tf might clean this up. but I don't think we're going to be able to get Merlin either right now. It's just the 2 scouts alive. Merlin's down to 20 HP, the scout's going for it. Ooh, MSH manages to take down Samsey, but Merlin finishes him off and saved his own life right there. And
that's a really frustrating mid for GGWP. They had them, like, all of maincall.tf on their slope. Like, the bomb of, I don't know if it was Shadowburn or Forsaken, but it just diverted all the attention to slope. And maincall.tf were exactly where GGWP would have wanted them, but somehow they just didn't clean up the kills. I'm not sure, like, kind of maybe have to look at death, because it was kind of like a demo man's dream, that position. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but I know if I was them, I'd be frustrated with that one.
Yeah, and now we're going to see GGWP thinking about the resistance right now, but I think we're just going to fall back to a forward hold, but Ryzen's already in top, pressuring down Def. Def's down to 20, he'll get away with it, but Ryzen's
Matrix dodge.
Yeah, still hanging about main. Soldier's going to drop down now onto Merlin. I don't think he's going to get near him though. Merlin's going to take 1 rocket, survive it, and Forsaken keeps going for these sort of early plays to force him in lobby by himself and not get him back. And now we're going to try and walk in lower. Def gets back out to respawn again as well. Shadowburn just jumping around and around trying to buy as much time as he can, but level 1 sentry's up. Mike's going to go down. Now it's all up to Def, really, to keep this point protected. The scout's going to bait his debt, he's going to block him. Soldier's going to come in. They've stacked for high ground now, they need to clean up the soldier. Merlin's going on the point, Merlin's got the point. They probably would have cleaned those frags, but there was too much cap time, and Merlin's just able to steal the cap as Forsaken goes down. Yeah. Close.
Close, yeah, but reasonably clinical. I mean, GGWP played kind of gifting frags there. I mean, Shadowburn died for the Force, but then MSH on Pyro decided, because he's Pyro, he had a right to die as well. And they were 2 down before they even knew what happened.
Yeah, we're going to see, looks like a slope rollout again from both teams. Here comes that aggressive bomb again, but Merlin and Mike playing really defensive, trying to bait it. Now GGWP don't seem to know where they want to go, and Ryzen's kind of capitalising to take the medic out in terms of that. And so many weak players on the GGWP side, even though maincall.tf have the low ground, GGWP just have to fall out because of low health. And Def's going to get caught out in house, and it's going to be really tough now on this defense. And I think the difference is Merlin just doesn't seem to get anywhere near as much pressure as Whiteglow does.
Yeah, it's the scouts. Like, the scouts, Kyler and Sam are like all over the place. Like, Kyler's on their slope, still full HP, running around, taking 2 people's attention and still not dying. And Sam is just pressuring their shithouse with Rising a little bit, then backing down, getting healed up again. Scouts are constantly full HP and in the face of GGWP, whereas the GGWP scouts are kind of either not doing anything useful or getting weak and dying really fast. I think that's the big difference I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, Mike's going to MG Shadowburn on Spire, take him down, and that's probably going to force GGWP to concede in this as well. We're on 50% Uber disadvantage right now. We're going to see MSH on Pyro as well. I really haven't seen MSH to get a whole lot done on this Pyro. He's had about 3 or 4 attempts at it now, and they're just going to go bottom left anyway and avoid that Pyro. No one's covering bottom left, so they're just going to walk in for free here. Here comes the Soldier. Merlin's going to keep trying to milk. They're going to go into the Uber exchange, not the Uber exchange, the Uber advantage push, but Whiteglow's getting awfully close, 90% right now. They're buying time on the point, they've even got 2 frags.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they can't find any frags right now. Kyler's in trying to find it, but takes a nice rocket from Shadowburn, and they're going to keep trying to pressure him here. I think they just want to try and get the force out of Whiteglow. And Whiteglow's going to have to pop in the end just because too many of these players, but it's just him and Def. Respawn from Forsaken's going to come in now. Def's trying to do some damage, but this demo man Mike is still hiding, camping the right spawn from the defender's point of view. He's given himself away now, and he's completely screwed. Down he goes, and maybe we're going to turn this into a push with their scouts respawning now. Mike's still down, maybe they fancy their chances on Spire, but they have got that Samsey sniper all the way back at Choke.
I think they could have pushed, but it would be a risky one because they had like flank respawning. They don't know if Sam's sniper, they don't know if he's going for a back cap, and it's just kind of one of these plays that are 3-1. Do you really want to make it? Because if you lose this round, you're in a lot of trouble. But
they want to make it, they're on balcony.
There's absolutely no reason to make it now though. Like before there was every reason, like the demo was down, they didn't have Uber, but now they know they have a sniper, their demo is back and you know they've got Uber, so yeah, they're going back and wisely so.
Yeah, it looks like just going to sticky up the point, they're going to get the heavy out, they're going to Uber in main right now. They're going to try and focus down this heavy, but Ips is out of Uber range and he will go down. Shadowburn's now above the point, Shadowburn wants to sort of fakes playing really aggressive, jumps back out. GGWP have stabilised now and they have an Uber advantage and all their players are alive, and Forsaken wants to come up this. Looks like he's taking it main, ignoring right balcony. Mike has stickied up one of the balconies though, they have to avoid that, and they've just dropped through main instead. There is a soldier resupply, they're going to try and focus down Merlin, but Merlin's yet to take damage. He's going to surf away and he's buying so much of this Uber time, Merlin. They're going to try and just swap attention and kill Mike instead. They will get Mike. They do eventually, Forsaken eventually gets his man on Merlin. Def's going to try and get the soldier, but throughout all of this, they've got no cap time. But the soldiers are actually just going to play for White Glow instead. They do get White Glow. They get MSH as well. They're going to get Death
for
as
backup,
well.
maybe.
Nice from Forsaken. It looks like he's just going to run down main, but I think there's a soldier on last.
There is a soldier on last, but it depends if there's a block in. So Kyle could take this fight now. He's going to come around and go for the Spire fight.
Yeah, I don't think Forsaken knows. He knows now as well. Oh wow, for 180 air shot by Forsaken. He's going to shotgun him down as well. Forsaken. Wow, yeah, great play.
Yeah, the scouts in that last push though, I'm not quite sure what on earth MSH was doing. Like, Atomic got caught up in lobby stopping a soldier going to last, so that's his excuse. But MSH was on their choke. I have no idea what he was really thinking. It really hurt them that they didn't get a cap time down. And Mike goes down, so this is really nice for GG. Well played now.
Yeah, Shadowburn and MSH are making a nice sort of dual play there, focusing down the players. Now Merlin's completely out. He's down to 10 HP. He will go down. Soldiers on Spyro are going to try and cap it. He's launched off. He's going to walk into lobby, but he's going to go down. MSH getting all the cleanup right now. Just Ips and Kyler are alive, and I think Kyler's playing for the back cap right now, and I don't know if Shadowburn's waiting for him. I don't think Kyler really knows if he wants to take this fight or not. But it looks like they're poising for a block here, maincall.tf. Sam's waiting, Valley ready to go, but I don't think it's going to happen, and I think instead Kyler and Shadowburn are just going to duel on the spine. Shadowburn's actually going to go for the fight, going for some fancy rockets. Atomic's going to come back and help him out. Meanwhile, the rest of the team are already pushing through. They're coming down the resupply area. GG well played, trying to get a bit of a head of steam right now. They can catch up with this soldier, surely. Wow, Rising managed to actually trade for death. The Eva's popped. A little bit of a waste right there. They're coming out behind the whole team right now. They're going to meet up with their scout. Ips and Merlin are trying to push towards choke, while Mike's trying to sandwich the other on. Really weird play right now, a bit of a reverse of positions for both people. Ips is going to get onto Spy to try and challenge him. Nice airshot from Ips to deny Shadowburn, but meanwhile the rest of the team have collapsed on his teammates. Kylo's going to come in and take White Glow away from him, and it's a pretty even fight right now. Ryzen's going to jump in and join this. Going to get a lot of damage on that soldier, but now Death's arrived, and it's just sort of the respawn waves fighting it out right now.
This fight was ridiculous. I mean, it's
so
like
crazy.
Still not really over. I mean, it's kind of settled down now. Everyone's reset position, but I don't know. Like Mirulin, it was just waiting in trash, and then Mirulin surfed the choke, met up with Ibs, got a frag, and then they were just free to stand and choke. But I don't know, man. I'm not quite sure if that was the plan. I mean, that was a pretty classic like Mirulin combo play, just going into ridiculous scenarios through sick movement. But yeah, that was a weird one.
Yeah, but out of all of that, maincall.tf have found a way to sort of take over mid before GGWP could really set up. So we're going to go to sort of a bit of a stalemate really in sort of maincall.tf on mid, GG well played on CP2, but maincall.tf have a bigger Uber advantage, and they're already taking over resupply. Yeah, they're taking it through. Dev's trying to put a lot of pressure on them. Don't quite have the Uber yet, but Dev's going to get caught out, and it's going to really hinder their spy defense. But Merlin is forced thanks to some spam from behind. Rising's going to get dropped, and the cap time has been started, and I don't think GG Played wants to block this. Shadowburn's going to give it a go, but versus the Demo and Scout, he's not got a lot of hope. Shadowburn is going to be able to juke away though, and they are going to stabilise on last. And they do have a full Uber advantage, so I imagine Shadowburn's going to stay alive, Forsaken's going to spawn, and they're going to want to push. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of fortunate. Death went down so early. I'm kind of surprised that they weren't able to take the through to last and either get the force or play for the point, but I don't know, something happened along the way and it worked out quite nicely. GG well played now. They're not trying to push, so that's why I moved my cat to take it over. Yeah, MSH is going to pick off Kylo, and that's going to make this push a little bit easier for them. Mike and Sticky's on the front door. They're coming out into trash area now. Forsaken wants to try and get a lot of forward ground for not a lot of damage, but the pipes are coming over. Not really connecting. Death's going to get absolutely caught out. Down he goes. Forsaken's in though. Murin's got his Uber though because they've taken that longer route. They're going to clean up MSH from Spy, and Forsaken just needs to get out there. White Glow is so screwed. It's unbelievable. Forsaken's going to try and cap. Nice air shot, but everyone's jumped him right now. Forsaken needed to hit about 4 different air shots there at the same time to deny everyone coming onto Spy. They're going to crush him, and they're going to roll this through to last. Shadowburn's going to try and surf around on the point, gets him. The respawns come in. Don't know if it's too little, too late. There's good pressure on, but the scouts coming in now. That might be able to change it. They're all still over main, though, maincall.tf. It's pretty easy for GGWP to lock that down. Here comes some more Reaper. They're going to make their way in top right. Death's not going to go down. MSH will protect him. Mike's trying to make his way in, though. They're trying to pressure Mike out. maincall.tf not wanting to fully commit to this. They know they have Uber advantage, and that's the fail-safe.
I think we're seeing, like, maincall.tf, you have to remember, they are still quite a new team. They've been playing, like, for a few weeks now, and they have a Merc demo. I think, like, really I would have expected them to take that push quite cleanly with some point focus and just, like, this coordination, but I guess it's not quite there yet. I mean, you can see the potential, but everything not quite coming together as the Uber comes in through main now.
Dev's completely out of position as well. He gets picked off on balconies. Now they've got no stickies on the soldier all over their medic. GG well played, might just have to DM this through as the point focus goes down now. They're all going to collapse on the point, they're going to get it, but it's set up so much nice damage for Rising. Rising's going to clean that all up, and that's 4-1. And I just remembered we have team comms. Should we go to team comms?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
For the mid, if I can find it.
Yeah, preferably the one not in Russian.
Yeah, mills are good.
I'm a bit slow.
Scouts are doing a really good job. Here in the scouts.
Damage like 70.
Where's that roamer?
He took
Slow
like
to
Med
completely, Scout's facing.
Scout is really low in our house.
I'm killing you.
Med on.
Is there something in our house?
Soldier down.
Yeah.
Soldier Reese.
Okay, Scout's in third left.
Scout out train, out
Scout is low.
Nice, demo coming out. Watch out, Marin.
Yeah.
Sam's 55 HP or 45.
Where's Shadow been?
Soldier jumps!
No idea.
On Marilyn.
I guess that's him.
We played demo in the house.
Demo.
Yeah, he's
Demo in the house.
Demo's swim in the house.
Oh, Marilyn.
ME bottle.
I got airshot this mid by Forsaken, that felt bad.
Yeah, it was a single, so.
I'll counter.
Yeah, so it was a bit weird. Not really a whole lot of comms going on, you know. Just they just seem comfortable with what they're
It's
doing.
just patting everyone on the head as they go. You're doing a nice job, Scouts. Soldier down. Keep going, Scouts. You're doing excellent.
Yeah, they just seem to just be happy to sort of let GG well played come at them and take it as they come, really.
Yeah, well, they're at the scoreline now 4-1, where it's like you're confident enough in the game where you can just enjoy it and just have fun now, because it's going to be really hard to lose, but you're not quite done yet.
Yeah, and as they come in with this uber advantage, they've still got the sentry. The sentry's going to go down. They've got a lot of point presence. They're going to bait the sticky debt out. Scout's going to get on the point. They have to commit people now, but it's just going to line it up for some easy cleanup, and that's 5-1. And yeah, looking pretty comfortable from maincall.tf now, despite GG well played sort of fight back. And now we're going to go to another mid.
Yeah, I reckon this is going to be the last round. I think Shadowburn. I think GG well played have they had their moment. They had their little resurgence, but I think maincall have figured them out now.
Yeah, Soldier's going really aggressive right now from GG well played, turning all the attention, but these teams don't really need to capitalise. Look how defensive White Glow and Def are in their hats, so they're still going to die anyway. And Def's going to have a real hard time getting out of here. Down he goes. He trades with Ips. They're going to get a couple of frags, but it's not going to be a whole lot. Atomic's going to be cleaned up. And just, yeah, confident, comfortable mids from maincall.tf.
Shadowburn is like, he's turning a lot of heads with his jumps. Like, he's getting fast onto their balcony and he's got like the high ground above them as they're on slope, but there doesn't seem to be any kind of real follow-up. Like, he's doing this bomb, meanwhile Forsaken is jumping his own train.
And Def's on balcony.
Def's on balcony, and the scouts are just kind of, don't really seem coordinated with the rest of the team. You really need something like the scouts, you really need to tie this together. Like, either Forsaken's got to follow up, the Shadowburn jump, and Def has to move forward fast, or the scouts really need to like get it together and tie these things together for themselves. And it's just not happening at the moment.
Yeah, and with that we're in a very similar situation of maincall.tf winning mid and having uber advantage, climbing up Spire and taking it to last. Shadowburn's about to respawn, Def is above for point, the Heavy's top left, they're going to uber in right now, no Pyro this time, we're just going to try and juke it. They've bought themselves quite a bit of time, they're going to swap off Heavy now and try and get round, Imitation Forsaken will go down, and they're just ignoring Def right now. We're going to try and bait him off a point now, but they've not finished cleaning up the flaggers. This might be a mistake by maincall.tf, and they're still fighting, they're still picking off the players. It's now only Def, they bait the Det out, they're all going to run onto the point, he gets 2, he gets Ips down to 2 HP, and that's 6-1, that's GG. And
GG.
Convincing. GG well played, some people might say.
I mean, that was kind of at times better than I expected. I mean, the middle of the game, GG well played looked like I could come back into it. I would have been interested to hear the maincall.tf team comms at that point, if we'd have remembered, because it's always nice to hear Ips try and yell at his team to get them to pull it together when it's going a bit wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much what I expected.
Yeah, swapping over to the logs, again, I think the main thing that stands out, even though sort of Def and Mike were sort of bang on each other's damage, Mike had 7 less deaths than Def, and I do remember quite a few instances Def just being caught out.
Yeah, he really was.
Shouldn't have. Yeah,
he was getting picked a lot in situations where there was just no reason to get picked. I mean, a couple of them you can excuse, but when it happens over and over again, like almost every round they lost a point because lost a cap even because Def was just overextended somewhere or just out of position. I'm not sure like if I could actually get to the logs. That'd be bloody great, because then I could say something of use, maybe. But I can't find them. Give me the logs.
Very mumble. Just following on from that as well, you see sort of White Glow have twice as many deaths as Merlin. Like, I know it's a 6-1 scoreline, but it just goes to show sort of the key classes for the Demonman and Medic a lot more vulnerable for GG well played. I think if you look at Medic, Rising and Kyler got 6 each, which is a load really for a 30-minute game for one player.
What was that, Medic picks?
Medic picks, yeah.
Yeah. The scout stats are pretty disappointing for GG well played. Both bottom damaging, both bottom fragging, apart from Shadowburn, who manages to take that one for himself. MSH doing sub 200 DPM. I mean, it's MSH, so I'm not that surprised, but it's kind of disappointing to see, nonetheless.
Yeah. Also, it's just like Shadowburn didn't get a medic pick as well, for considering how aggressive he was playing.
He didn't get a medic pick.
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's mirror no, I guess. Like, you kind of excuse it, but at the same time, you think you'd get lucky maybe once if you're going to have how many deaths? 22 deaths.
22.
In a 25-minute game.
Yeah. I don't know.
Forsaken
Maybe he was setting it up. Deaths. Yeah, Forsaken got. You see what I mean? They were kind of playing like a weird sort of rotating pocket. Like on last, Forsaken would go for the play for the Force. It wouldn't be. Shadowburn would just stay on last.
Would it be? I didn't really. I know that Forsaken was dying on last, but was it a case of they just doing whoever respawned first could go for this play, or was it actually like a rule? It was Forsaken that went.
I don't know, because every time I saw it, like literally, if it wasn't Forsaken going for the play, they just held last like 6 people. But if they were to send a soldier into the lobby to sort of make this solo play, try and capture one of the Force as they come in, it was always Forsaken. So I don't know if that's just a coincidence or like a rule.
I wish this team spoke English. Yeah. I think it would be really interesting to kind of know what they're thinking in some of these things. Because, like, I mean, obviously it's 6-1. They're not really contenders at the top, but they do play like it's interesting. It's a bit different than what they're doing at the moment. I'm not sure if it's just crazy Russian doing whatever, or if there actually some kind of theory behind it that we aren't privy to.
Yeah, I feel like because it's kind of consistent in what they're doing. It's not just them being random. There's some logic behind it. But we're now joined by Ips. Back-to-back wins, Ips. How was that? Was that comfortable for you? We swapped to team comms and it seemed pretty easy, pretty chill.
Listen to the last 90 minutes of the map, and what Kid said is right. Where there was this point in the game when I told Kyler to stop dying over and over again, and then there was a point where I got pretty pissed, and it all came back together. Because I see this dynamic happened on Viaduct already, but Viaduct was such a piss take. We played with Sonny Black because Rising, he's injured, right? And he's getting paid to play football. Yeah, but he has, since it's like a job for him, he has to be there when his team plays. He has to watch the games. So he came in late, and we had to play with Sonny. And
is that why you dropped around to coast to coast?
Yeah.
Is it Sonny
Black? We played
fault?
with 5 people.
Oh right.
Sonny left the server, and then it took Rising about 5 minutes to join the server. And Sonny would go into the delayed mumble, and because he wouldn't want to sit just there. Yeah.
Okay, that explains why Coast to Coast got around then. Okay, that makes more sense. I've not seen any other results so far, so I don't know who you're going to be playing next. Are you playing straight away now, or are you?
I have no idea how this all works.
Oh wait, hold
Yesterday
on,
we got Sonny Blacken into our team as our team manager. That's not even a joke. He's going to join our roster and still play in his Div 2 team. He arranged with all of the Div 2 teams he's going to play against that he will be a merc for via Red or whatever they're called. And he's just arranging scrims and all that shit, so we don't even have to bother anymore.
Did you pay him? Because I did that one time.
I paid him for
and I got paid a hat.
I paid him what I won in the Lognam Cup blood money. The keys.
How many keys? Was it 24 you won as a team?
Yeah, but I gave him 4.
Oh, okay, you gave him your share. Okay, yeah.
So he's gonna do that now, and I don't know when we have to play, but I think it's gonna be shortly.
It's
in 20 minutes. Well, 15 to 20 minutes on CPU process.
Process. Who do we have to? How's the score? Phoenix against the Nuts and Rollerbladers?
I'm not sure. Let me see if I can get it.
But I can check.
I'm opening it up
I think it's
now.
on number 2, so we can probably find out.
Can I ask for something for the stream? When we bring locks up in the future, can we sort them by damage before we show them on screen? because they're also like scrambled by names. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's just complicated because the way they don't just like show a web page. They like
Screen cap it.
they extract the web page to somewhere else.
Oh.
That way you can just, instead of like moving over to your web browser every time, you just change the IP of the log, and it just brings up the log automatically.
Sam is saying in chat it's 4-3 BK.
Yeah, and
wow.
Phoenix just fluffed the push to last. They could have tied the game with 7 minutes remaining, but yeah, it's close as balls.
I told you, stream chat. I was like, vote for this game.
Yep.
You wanted the Russians against main call. Well, while we've got it, what did you make of the Russians? Because obviously, I was a lot more impressed with them than I was like last season. There's still a lot of mistakes. Yeah, there's still a lot of mistakes, but I like some of the stuff they're doing. Like some of their pushes were really nice.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't remember. All I remember is like I would die on mids and I would catch up with my team on Spire, and then we would fail like a last push. That's all I recall from this map. Like, yeah, I haven't seen much. But yeah, I think it's better that Shadowburn's back on Roamer. But he had no impact that game at all. I felt like. Like when he jumped our combo, when we walk up slope, he would shoot rockets at me, and Merlin is like right next to me. I was like, all right, whatever, do what you want to do. And I think it's also better that Forsaken is their caller. Is he a caller? You can tell me. So yeah, he's a lot better caller, I think, on Soldier than he would be on demo. But that demo is pretty off sync with everyone else in the team. Like he gets just caught out of position many times.
Yeah. I'm just watching a little bit of this other game on stream too. Like, we're going to probably stay in chat for a bit, but this game on stream 2 looks insane right now. Like, I've just watched little bits of it, and I see, like, AMS just, like, completely air-shotting Flushy to shit, and then FedEx going aggressive, and Sams are just killing, like, Nutson and the Demo Man and shit. It looks insane. Ads's here as well.
I can report a result from the lower bracket. The run of Cool Clan is over.
Oh.
Oh, already?
Yeah, we lost 5-3 to Furbo Pandas.
What?
And you ranked us so highly, Felix?
Well, I gave you like
you
fourth best team.
Like number 3 or something? You idiot.
Well, Forsaken seeded us number 8 and did he number 1 or something, so all these rankings were a bit of a comical thing to do in the first place.
Shout out to our sponsors, TT Esports. We love you, Campo.
And Fackle Brigade.
And Ari, yeah, he's on holiday right now, but
he's in the Twitch chat.
Oh wow, maybe he's not on holiday.
He was.
I thought he was on holiday.
On the beach,
he was in
on Twitch.
Chat. Here, Ari Canary NL.
That can be anyone. That can be anyone.
Yeah. War is having to work tonight. He's coming back at 8, but we said that Mike's going to finish the night with us. Makes no sense having people not being warmed up in the most important matches, right?
Ticket you guys won, yeah.
Huh? Yeah?
Yeah, it was just you.
Was it 6-1?
Yeah, 6-1. GG well played had maybe a couple of moments where they looked like they were going to get something back, but couldn't turn it really into like points on the board.
Who do you prefer, Reps, Mike or War?
Mike.
I love it.
Because Mike is here, so I prefer him.
I like it. I imagine War's like watching from work, got the stream up in the background, and there's just a single tear rolling down his cheek.
War's probably just making videos of his freaking cat right now, putting them on YouTube. Did you
see
that?
I can't play today, guys. I'm writing my blog.
I'm not joking. I'll tell you a little story right now. It takes 20 seconds. So War is making these videos of his cat, right? And he gave someone money or a share of the views and the advertisement money he will get. So they would advertise the video of his kitten. And I thought he's joking me, and one day later, I go to 9gag, and I see this video of his cat on 9gag. I go to 4chan, this video of his cat is there. And then, on Facebook, I follow Zoe Deschanel, or whatever she's called, this girl from 500 Days of Summer, right?
Yeah.
And she's posting freaking War cat videos saying, like, look at that, this cat is playing with his tail, it looks so cute. And he has about 200,000 views on it, or something like this right now.
Sick.
Let me check.
What is this world that we live in right now?
Dude, it's like the first rule of advertisement is cats always work.
Yeah. Meanwhile, just in this other game, it's tied up 4-4 right now, and there's 3 minutes 10 seconds left.
Okay, he has 218,000 views on this cat thing, and he posted it 3 days ago.
No way.
And is he getting money for that shit?
Has he tried posting a TFT video to Zoe Deschanel? TFTV, wow. This is a really nice match. Everyone should watch this. It's so
The problem
cute.
is that he has like mere likes on it. Look, like he has like 200,000 views and 1.5k likes. I think you get more money if you get likes on it, but the views itself count.
I think if we get like a little tiny headset for the cat and do like a cast with War and the cat.
Yeah. Dude, that would be a new thing. That has his niche.
You heard it here first. I'm gonna go and dry my tears, but I'll be following the tournament closely.
Just as a quick update on the other game, it really looks like Phoenix are about to take the lead with 2 minutes left.
Oh, did you guys talk about getting banned from ETFTL today?
Oh, empty.
Yeah.
No, we talked about it before we went live, but yeah, just for those of you out of the loop, basically, Empty, the coast-to-coast scout. Is that right? Scout?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, he's been asked for demos multiple times by people and requested them by the ETFTL admins. He has not provided. He's therefore banned for 2 months, which is pretty much like most of the season, like up to week 6 or so.
Yo.
Yeah, so that's basically where we're at now. So I don't know what Coast to Coast are really planning to do with that, because obviously that's their main scout. I don't know. Have you ever played against him? You played him against him the first game, Ips, didn't you? Was he hacking?
I don't know. I'm not the one to judge. I would be AC admin if I would know about cheats and shit.
Did it
Maybe
feel
he
like
has
he was
infinite
doing...
ammo. He has like these retarded cheats that no one would use.
Just infinite ammo, but only
Yeah,
a pistol.
or like white player models, stuff like this. No aim enhancement, just infinite ammo. I'm gonna go to my team, right? Do you need me?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, no, that's fine. Kaidus, are you watching stream 2 right now? Jason?
Okay, it's not even here.
I guess he's had enough.
Is everyone gone? They're all gone, dude. I can't leave now.
Oh, that's so. But yeah, basically, Uber advantage push for BK. 30 seconds on the clock, and BK are going to cap it, and that's 5-5 with like 10 seconds left or something. Oh, 30 seconds left. But yeah, I can't believe it. Okay, I think
David is David is saying if Empty hacked, he would be good. So I think that summarizes it.
Yeah, at least when Boomy hacked, he was like he was a top player then.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
If you're gonna hack, you might as well do it well. You know, like go all in.
But did he do it well? I never considered Boomy good.
He was good.
It was good when Greg was good.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
the peak of TF2.
That's fucking bullshit.
Everyone knows Greg was the peak of TF2. But yeah, I'm gonna take us to a break right now. If you want to watch some TF2, it's about to go to Golden Cap on teamfortress.tv for Phoenix against BK. They will be playing maincall.tf in the next game. So take us to a break, David. Go watch stream 2.